Alright, today I'm going to show you guys how you can play Wildstar with your Xbox 360 controller. Actually, this works with pretty much any controller, but I'm going to use the Xbox 360 controller for this video. So the first thing that you're going to need is a program called Pinnacle Game Profiler. I have a link for that in the description of this video. So once you download that and get it installed, you're going to see here on the first window there's a link at the bottom that says PGP download menu. So go ahead and click that, and then this menu loads up, and we can download any profile for any game that we need right from this menu, and then we don't have to set things up ourselves. So go ahead and type Wildstar in here, and then you see there it is. Click the download button. So you see that it's got our controller listed, Xbox 360 wireless. Here's the install location, so we can just keep these at the default and click install profile. Alright, there it is, new profile created. So we click that. Alright, so now you can go up here and you can click this link here, the game profiles link, and then this button here, edit configurations, and this will allow you to customize things so you can move around the different commands. Normally the abilities are on A, B, X, Y. That probably is the most normal place to put them, but you can change things around if you want. I'm just going to leave this at the default though here. So once I go ahead here and click the play button, you'll see this window pops up here that shows us all the different controls. So as I mentioned here, the abilities 1, 2, 3, 4 are mapped to A, B, X, and Y. And then over here you have this shift mode button. So whenever you're holding the left bumper, it's going to change over to this layout here, this blue layout, which is exactly the same other than instead of abilities 1, 2, 3, 4, now you have abilities 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's pretty much the same. So you're just going to hold down the left bumper to toggle the abilities from 1 to 4 over to 5 through 8. Now the other shift mode is for your left trigger. So whenever you're holding the left trigger, it's going to go into the mouse mode. The mouse mode is, again, pretty much the same, except for the right stick is going to move the mouse directly instead of normally it's going to just turn and look around and stuff like that. So when you're using your character, you can just use the right stick to look around. I'm going to show you that in a second. But when you're holding down the left trigger, it's going to change so you're just moving the mouse, and then you've got you can do right click with RB, the right bumper, or left click with the right trigger. So I'm going to show you how to do all that in a second, but just a preview. Alright, so once we're ready, we can just close this, and then the game's going to start. Okay, so once you got the game loaded up here, you're going to log in just like you normally would and select your character. So I'm just going to give you a quick basics here. So the left joystick is of course going to be to move your guy around, so left, right, forward and backwards. Your right joystick is going to be to turn and look, so that'll move the camera or it'll move the mouse depending on if you're holding down the left trigger. If you remember, I said that the left trigger enters mouse mode. Alright, so the abilities are on A, B, X, and Y, so that's abilities 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you see I'm shooting these guys, no problem. And then if I hold down the right bumper, I'll get my other abilities 5 through 8. I don't have those yet, but if I did, I would use that. Alright, so let's see. The other thing here is you're going to want to use vacuum loop is up on the D-pad. The sprint is to push in the left joystick, so you're going to use your left joystick to move around, and you hold in the left joystick button to make your guy sprint. Again, you can check out all these other controls on that window that appears at the start when you load up the game. Alright, so I want to just quick show you the one other thing here, the important thing with this mouse mode. So as I was explaining before, you're going to hold down the left trigger to move the mouse. So normally the right joystick is going to make you move around, like to turn the camera left, right, up and down like this. But when you're holding down the left trigger, then you'll see that it moves the mouse instead like this. and when you're holding down that left trigger, the right trigger becomes your click. So that's how you'll left click on the NPCs. If you need to right click, it's the right bumper. So right trigger for left click, right bumper for right click. So if I click on this guy here, then you'll see then up pops the NPC info. Alright, then the other thing here is you've got all these menus here on the D-pad. So when you're holding down the left trigger, you're also going to have the D-pad is going to turn into these shortcuts for the character menu, the inventory, whatever these different menus are that you'll need. So as you're holding down the left trigger to move around the mouse, you can also easily access all these different menus on the D-pad. And then of course you can come up here and use your clicks to set up things as you go. You'll need to change around your character, your inventory, and whatnot. Okay, so that's how you set up your Xbox 360 controller to play Wildstar. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but I think probably after about 20 minutes you should be fine, maybe not even that long. Just, take a look at that screen that pops up at the beginning that tells you all the controls. Once you have that memorized, it'll be super easy. So again, I have the link for the program, Pinnacle Game Profiler, in the description of this video, so you can use that to download the software. So have fun.